What is your fat type? Does this even make sense? Recently, an online edition of a fitness magazine published an article which claimed that there are fat types that influence how people, particularly women, gain and lose weight. I find this interesting and that's why I'm sharing it with you. First of all, most people believe that there's no blanket solution to weight loss. Yep, that's right, everyone is unique. Which is why any weight loss product should focus on education. Another thing we have to admit is that we're all genetically different. So it would be no surprise that we end up carrying fat in different proportions in different areas of our bodies. The factors that cause weight gain are complex and multifaceted. Genetics is one of them, but there are also other factors such as diet and lifestyle choices, and it is difficult to ascertain how much each factor contributes to weight gain. Despite that, there are 5 fat types which they talked about. Type 1 is known as slim fat. There are people who are slim on the outside but fat on the inside. Don't you just hate these kinds of people? However, your admiration may not be as valid as you think. A slim person who leads a fat lifestyle is likely to have internal visceral fat, which can accumulate around organs such as the heart, liver, and pancreas. Visceral fat is linked to an increased risk of many health complications such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and stroke. So the people you might be jealous of might actually fall into this category. And that's also why people like me who used to be overweight but is now skinny should have a healthy diet and a solid fitness regime. It's a fact that some people are more susceptible to visceral fat by way of genetics, but science shows that living a healthy lifestyle can actually manipulate the way the body stores fat. If you think you might be susceptible to this, simply reduce levels of refined sugar, i.e. white bread, pasta, and sweet treats, and increase your variety of vegetables, lean protein, and good fats in your daily diet. Type 2 is known as toxic fat. It has been postulated that if your fat is around the midsection, the problem might lie with your liver. This is the organ that metabolizes toxins like alcohol, medication, and environmental nasties from your body. Apart from that, it also keeps your digestive system working properly by producing bile to break down and absorb fat. Furthermore, the liver also aids absorption of certain vitamins and minerals. What I'm saying is that you must always protect your liver. If you overwork your liver with too much toxin intake, the byproducts of the toxins can build up, especially around the abdominal area. The sad fact is that no matter how low your calorie intake is, you might find it hard to lose weight unless your liver is back in tip-top condition. Experts say that there are a few ways to combat this. Firstly, begin the day with a cup of hot water and lemon to kickstart your liver for the day. Secondly, incorporate cruciferous veggies like broccoli and cauliflower into meals because they contain special sulfur compounds that can help flush out toxins from your body. And yes, like it or not, reduce your alcohol intake. Also, reduce your intake of foods that contain additives such as high fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated oils, or artificial colors. Type 3 is known as stressed fat. There is some evidence that stress can increase cravings, reduce digestive function, and lower metabolic rate. Furthermore, chronic stress raises levels of the hormone cortisol, which makes it harder to lose weight. Cortisol is known to stimulate, hence the reason many of us reach for sweet treats when we're stressed out. If you are susceptible to stress, you need to replenish supplies of vitamin C, which can be depleted. Kiwis and blueberries are your best friend here. Balance your cortisol levels by eating fish like salmon and sardines. On that note, I'm lucky that this isn't my fat type. Stress makes me drop the pounds effortlessly. It's not a good weight loss approach though. Type 4 is known as sleepy fat. You might have heard before that being deprived of sleep can lead to weight gain. This is because the lack of sleep would stimulate the appetite-stimulating hormone ghrelin and lowered levels of satiating hormone leptin. People who are lacking in sleep are therefore likely to binge on unhealthy snacks. The way to combat this is to ensure you get sufficient sleep. Get your routine sorted, and once you find a formula that works, stick to it. Okay, finally, type 5 is known as fit but fat. As a fitness motivator, you might think that I might be up in arms about this, but no, the reality is that some people can be a little on the big side but still be fit. Of course, someone who is obese would probably not be. Some people who fall into this category may think that they would shed the excess kilos by simply doing more cardio. Unfortunately, this is not the way to go. Everyone should incorporate some strength training into their routine. While I find this analysis rather interesting, my personal opinion is that in general, everybody has to be aware of all the points above. No matter what your fat type might be, you can always strive to become a healthier version of yourself. That's the kind of balanced approach taught in all the Granite Fitness books. I hope you found this article interesting. Have a nice day. Hi, and thanks for stopping by. I hope you have found this video useful. Please subscribe to this channel, engage with us on social media, and check out the links below. Have a great day and we'll be in touch soon.